The Klon, the holy grail of guitar pedals, the unobtainable bit of gear that every guitarist claims to need. Well, I just got one. Or did I? I've got a new pedal. It's not a Klon, but it's supposed to be like one. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for checking in. My name's Craig. If you're new to the channel, I'm a guitarist and a composer based in Bristol, here in the UK. I play in a bunch of bands and I write music for film and TV. So I had my eyes on this pedal for quite a while, and I don't really buy pedals that often because I usually use Helix. Sometimes I use the Nano Cortex as well, but certainly for gigs, I just keep it kind of really simple. Keep it, you know, I'm a digital guy, he says with a Blues Junior cooking behind him. So I remember seeing a while ago, I think it was probably the PRS kind of like official release video when these pedals came out a couple of years ago with crazy names which didn't really make a lot of sense to anyone but seemed to have some kind of Jimi Hendrix reference, with the exception of this one. So the pedal that I've just got is this, which is the Horsemeat, the Transparent Overdrive. So loosely based on a Klon, but it kind of does that and a whole lot more. I really wanted one of these pedals when they came out, but here in the UK well, they still are, I guess. They're £279, which is just a crazy amount of money for a pedal, certainly an overdrive pedal. But I got an email a couple of days ago, well, a couple of weeks ago now, actually, just to say that Peach Guitars, which is a store here in the UK, we're running a special offer on these, £99. So, you know, I did what every guitarist should do. I convinced my wife that I needed this, and this was the ultimate pedal that was going to change everything for me. And I'm not sure it will, but it's certainly going to help me get there. So yeah, this arrived, and I kind of fired it up straight away. I was really surprised. I've always thought of a Klon as quite a, and I could be wrong, but I've always kind of seen it as like a sort of like a low gain, a very subtle effect. A lot of people talk about having them always on. I probably won't do that with this pedal, because the drive sounds in it are just phenomenal. So let's dive right into it. So just looking at the PRS website, it's described as a transparent overdrive pedal designed to enhance your sound without coloring your tone. I'm not sure if it does that, but we'll hear it now. I'll do some demos. So it's designed to add harmonic mid-range richness and overdrives without cutting out your high notes. It definitely does that, all while giving you more available headroom. Again, this thing really does pack a punch. So let's just look at some of the, well, let me just show you what it sounds like out of the box. So I've got this is my Custom Shop Strat. If you want to know more about this guitar, check out this video. And yeah, where I talk all about it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually start on the bridge pickup. This is the bass tone. So running the Strat through the Horsemeat into my Blues Junior, 2001 Blues Junior. I've got the Rode NT1 in front of it, 45 degrees, a couple of inches off the cone. Really liking this sound at the moment. So yeah, here we go. What shall I play? That can be our riff. So yeah, let's just turn it on. So everything's at 12 o'clock except for the gain, which is a 0. I'm already clipping my preamp, so I'm just going to turn this down a bit. Off. So looking at the PRS website, there's a few kind of suggested settings. So there is one called low gain single coil, which is pretty much what I'm running here, just the level's a bit hotter. So it's just going to be driving the amp a bit harder. And it recommends setting it about here. I'm on in-ears, but I can already tell that has added so much volume. It has really cranked the amp. So I'm just going to roll it back just about where it was. So Paul's favorite setting is this one. So we're just turning the voice down slightly, sticking the gain at 12 o'clock. I'm going to bring my mic gain down a bit because I think we might be clipping. I can see why Paul likes that. Very cool. I'm just going to pull one of these out so I can hear it a bit better. Let's just try that on the neck pickup. That's a really nice tone. Yeah, I mean, I could just play that all day. So just in terms of other recommended settings, that's kind of it actually. It's just really talking about the gain sweep. So in terms of what we got here, we have I'm just going to keep it on the neck pickup so we can hear what some of this is doing. So with the gain. Bridge pickup. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if if an actual Klon can do that, but that's pretty amazing. So I actually like it about here, to be honest. It's not loads of gain, but I think I said before, if it sounds like you've got enough, it's probably too much. So just kind of erring on the side of caution. About 9 o'clock is where I like it on this pedal. Just in terms of the voice control. So it sounds to me like it's sort of like moving where that bump is in the mid-range. It can get quite high. So I guess if you've got a dark guitar, this would be quite useful just for bringing out some of that high end if you need to. But you've also got the EQ. So in terms of the treble and bass controls, just taking all the treble out. It's actually surprisingly subtle, certainly to me in the room. It's not as spiky as I guess the treble or voice control. Sorry, what's it called on tube? Tone control on like a tube screamer. It can get kind of brittle at the top there. This doesn't really seem to do that, which is really nice. And I think it just goes to show that this pedal is designed to be, I think it's designed to be more kind of usable rather than, I guess, just trying to do like more than it needs to. I think it's one of those pedals you'd struggle to find a bad tone from. I'm not going to try and find one, but you know, make your own kind of judgment on what this sounds like. Just finally the bass EQ. Yeah, again, so not super subtle, but really nice at the same time. One of the things I like about, I guess, like tube screamer style pedals is the fact that they inherently have that bass cut. Even on some of the newer sort of like ODR ones that have the bass cut, I guess mod version, whatever you want to call it, those are really cool too. They leave a bit more space for everyone else, especially if you're playing with a keyboard. Or you got a bassist that likes to go where they shouldn't go above, you know, I guess sort of like down here. I'm only kidding, bassist. You're okay, really. But yeah, I mean that's the Horsemeat. That's the Horsemeat through the Blues Junior with a Strat. If you'd like to hear it through some other guitars, happy to kind of use it on some other videos. I think it's going to be coming out quite a bit, to be honest. It's something that I'm definitely going to use if I'm ever using an amp. I had a really fun jam the other night. We just did like a whole bunch of like Cream tunes and Hendrix and things like that. And I literally just took this guitar, that pedal, and that amp, and it sounded amazing. It kind of made me miss like using proper pedals and real amps again. So let's see what happens in that space. I may make a change at some point. But yeah, anyway, that's the PRS Horsemeat. Peach guitars, £99 at the moment. If you're based in the UK, it's a solid deal. Highly recommend grabbing one if you can. If you need this kind of pedal, even if you don't, you might need it one day and you'll be glad you picked one up. So yeah, as always, thank you for checking out the video. Really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on the pedal. Drop a comment below. And if you want to hear more from me, if you want to see more videos like this, let me know what you'd like to hear and hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out if you do. I've had loads of new subscribers lately, which has been great, and I've had some great feedback on some of the content and I guess the kind of thing I'm trying to do with the channel. I don't just want to be another one of those like YouTube guitar players. I'm trying to like come at this from a genuine perspective of someone that's actually using this stuff. I'm not being paid to make these videos or anything like that. I think it's cool gear and I think everyone should check it out. So yeah, thanks for sticking around till the end. Check out the Horsemeat. Don't check out the Horsemeat. Whatever you need, whatever you kind of like from your guitar sound. If you think there is a better kind of like Klon variant, clone, I guess, let me know in the comments, because really the only ones I've ever used are on the Helix and this one. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for checking it out. Go play your guitar.